Hello, welcome to Stories for Wonderful Children. I'm Dan Wendelin, your host and storyteller. Today we continue the ongoing saga of Myra and the online school for adventuring. Myra and her friends manage to find a Zealot student, but will she have the answers they seek? And how much should they tell her about what they know? Listen and find out. I hope you enjoy this story. The next day found them all in the cafeteria at lunch again. Myra had discovered that the waffle machine was still available at other meals besides breakfast, and was in the process of doing an experiment to see how many days in a row and how many meals in a row she could eat waffles before she got tired of them. She was so far at her 5th meal, and she was not yet tired of them. She had branched out a bit. When she had started, she had just been having waffles with maple syrup. And then of course, she had waffles with honey and waffles with jelly and waffles with apple butter. But then for dinner, she had had waffles with chicken and gravy. And that was fire.
Oh
no, it's amazing.
That sounds disgusting.
You'd think? I've only had it once. It was
actually sounds really
good. Waffles and fried chicken? Oh, baby.
It's like sweet bread.
Wow.
Don't knock it until you try it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That was my reaction the first time I heard of it too, but really.
I think I will knock it however I want.
Okay, well you should try it sometime, even if you knock it, because it's good stuff. Okay, where were we? Waffles, thank you.
Do you like waffles? Yeah, I like waffles.
Okay, so anyway, she was having waffles, and she was sitting there talking with Corin and with Chelsea. And she said, I'm not even sure where to meet a Zealot student. I haven't really seen many of them in the tavern. Chelsea said, I think they're always praying.
Oh boy.
They can't always be praying. I mean, there've got to be some of them here in the cafeteria, right? We just have to look for the folks with the right, robes with the right color piping. Does anybody remember what color piping we made the Zealots?
Oh, I have no idea.
Piping?
Yeah, what color their robes are.
Oh.
The highlights on their robes.
I didn't know any of them had colors.
Yeah.
Well, of course they
I don't know.
online school.
Oh, yeah. Weren't the sneakers orange?
Sneakers are purple. Fighters are red. Growers are green. But we're going to assign the Zealots yellow.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
The casters are blue.
Okay, that sounds good too.
Sounds accurate.
I think we had some medics too. I don't remember what color we made. Yeah, healers.
Maybe those are orange.
Orange? Okay.
That's the only color left.
It's canon now, baby. Healers are orange. Casters are blue. Zealots are
Does it
yellow.
only have the colors of the rainbow?
Yeah.
What other colors are there going to be, dog?
There are lots of colors.
There's
there.
the secret ultraviolet and infrared students.
Infrared.
Well, there's pink.
We'll talk about them in the sequel.
There's navy blue. There's violet. There are so many colors, Diana. There's burgundy. There's maroon.
I think it's burgundy.
Burgundy.
What you say?
Burgundy. I don't really
It's
care.
burgundy.
I don't care.
No, I think you should. Don't say burgundy.
Tomato.
Nobody ever said burgundy.
More like.
Burgundy sounds like a foreign country.
Well, Burgundy is actually a region of France,
I know.
but
It's
yeah.
also Burundi.
Burundi, yeah. It's more like tomato, tumutu.
Yeah. Like tomato.
Tomatu. What the heck?
Why did you respond to that?
Dog, we were not talking to you.
Okay. Where was I? No, I'm not done.
No, I'm talking about the
Tomato.
Oh my goodness.
Tomato.
Okay,
Trying to see if she'll respond again.
we're telling a story now. Zealots. They all looked around the cafeteria. And Myra said, "There's one." "Where?" said Chelsea. "Like 9 o'clock from where we're sitting." "Wait," said Chelsea. "Like, are you the 12? "Of course I'm the 12, said Myra. So she's at 9 o'clock. Chelsea leaned over. "Oh yeah, I see her. She's sitting by herself." "Want to ask her to join us?" "I don't," said Myra. "I mean, I know we're supposed to meet people, but actually meeting people is provoking my anxiety."
Felt that.
Corin went, "Fine, I'll go." "Well, you shouldn't go by yourself," said Myra. "She'll just think you're hitting on her." "Well, then come with me," said Corin. And so they finally, after all this discussion, they all stood up, took their trays, and walked over. "Hey," said Corin. The Zealot student had blonde hair and sort of cinnamon-colored skin. And she said, "Hey, do you mind if we join you?" asked Corin. "Sure," she said. Myra put her tray down. The girl said, "Is that chicken and waffles?" "It is," said Myra. "Where did you get waffles?" said the girl. "The waffle machine actually works. You just have to ask Cook for batter." "I've got some left. You want to make yourself waffles?" "I do," said the girl. Myra handed her the pitcher of uncooked batter that Cook had given her. "I'm Myra, by the way," she said. "And now's the part where I fail to make up a name." Anybody got a name?
What kind of name?
A name for this Zealot student.
Ruth.
We could combine your middle names, make her
Ruth.
Roos,
No, I don't like that at all.
Roth.
That's like a name, just doesn't sound like a girl name.
Okay. Rothhilda.
No! Oh!
No.
Hosey. Hoja.
No.
Hallie.
Lily.
Rosetta.
Call her Rosie for short. Man, after all this time making up a name, this is going to have to be a permanent character.
Henry.
Just call
Henrietta.
it that one kid and get on with it.
That one kid. Oh boy. I'm that one kid.
Hettie. We're going to call her Hettie.
Oh, that's good. I like Hettie.
Hettie for what?
Heather.
Short for Henrietta or Heather. Yeah. Where were we? Oh, anyway. So, she said, "My name's Hettie," and she went and made her waffle. "Well," said Myra, "that seems to be going okay so far." "Yep," said Corin. So a few minutes later, Hettie came back with a plate with waffles and fried chicken and gravy on it. "So," said Myra, we're just talking about how we haven't met any Zealot students in the time here. I'm a first-year sneaker, and Chelsea here is a first-year sneaker who's in my same class group, and Corin is a fighter who thinks he wants to be a sneaker." "Well," said Hettie, "I'm a Zealot student. We don't seem to see a lot of y'all in the cafeteria." "Yeah," said Hettie, "we spend a lot of time training, and they have snacks in the training grounds. So is like the training just like praying all the time?" said Chelsea. "No, we actually learn a lot of stuff," said Hettie. "I mean, it's like, we learn to fight like the fighters, and we learn a little healing like the healers, but all of it is, we do a lot of praying, and we gotta, so, yep." "Great," said Myra. "So, how do you like school so far?" "I like it okay," said Hettie. "So, what do you all do in the sneaker class?" And they told her about, picking locks and walking quietly and checking for traps and paying attention. And Corin told her about fighter classes, and he said, and, we've also been sort of investigating the forest a little bit. We went and helped find that grower who was lost in the forest, and we've discovered that there are deer in the forest, and they hold church. What do you think about that as a zealot deer church? Huh, said Hettie. I hadn't really thought about deer. We don't really get into the forest much. But you said they go to church? They do, said Myra. I've seen it. We've all seen it. They have deer church. Huh, said Hettie. I think I would be interested in seeing that. We can probably arrange that, said Corin. How do you feel about sneaking out at night? That, said Hettie, sounds like the most interesting thing I will have done at school so far. How do you feel about danger? Asked Chelsea. Why? Said Hettie. Is it dangerous? It could be, said Myra. I mean, the forest is kind of dangerous at night. There's giant spiders, and I bet there could be other things, too.
She out here not going to tell her about the biggest danger of it all.
Huh, said Hettie. Well, yeah, if you find out about it, I'd really be interested. I mean, we study all sorts of religions in Zealot, and I have not heard about deer church at all, so that would be interesting. So, yeah, I actually have to get to class, and here's my dorm number. Stop by and see me when you hear something. I'd be interested in learning more. Great, said Myra, and they all waved, and Hettie left. So I think that went well. So, said Chelsea, when are we going to tell her about the string demon? Said Myra, I'm not sure. It seemed like a lot to go from, hi, my name is Myra, to, there's an evil demon in the forest, Yeah, said Corin, I think that was the right call. Great, said Chelsea, but before we take her into the forest, we probably ought to mention that. And also, we're trying to get her help to find out more, and so we're going to have to tell her what we're looking for eventually. Yep, said Myra, we definitely are, and today is not that day. And so they finished their lunch and headed off to their afternoon activities. Thanks for listening to Stories for Wonderful Children. I created today's show, but questions and running commentary were supplied by my children. The theme music was created by Brandon Thompson, and our wonderful logo was designed by Silas Swindlin. If you know someone who might enjoy the show, please tell them about it. Do you want more stories? You can now subscribe to the show and help pick a new story for me to tell every month. The show's website is storiesforwonderfulchildren.com. Until next time, I'm Dan Wendelin, reminding you to tell someone you love a story.